and welcome back to my studio, or welcome if you're new. I barely got any sleep last night. If I space out a little bit in this video, that is why. And not because I have a cool life or anything, just because I literally couldn't sleep and I was lying there with my eyes open like, why is this happening? So fun. Anyway, I'm getting back into the studio after my art show, and if you watched my previous few videos, you would have seen me preparing for the show. I got in this like really big momentum kind of phase where I was painting a lot and there was stuff everywhere, and I love when I'm in that, but I also like to reset after that. My studio feels okay, but it really feels like a tornado's kind of been through. My parents used to say that actually about me when I was younger, because I don't know why, like I never actually had an area specifically for art making, so I kind of just like went in different places all over the house. They would call it the Sabina Trail, that's what it was, but just to clean up, tidy up, reorganize, reset, get the space feeling good again so I can start creating again, because I really want to start getting into my summer collection. First is the desk area. I want to hide cords, put trinkets away, get a new office chair potentially, and then I also really want to paint this door, but I honestly don't think that'll happen in this video, so stay tuned for that. And then the bar cart area, the kitchen cart area, I don't really know what to call it. It's where I keep all my paints and paintbrushes. I want to declutter that, potentially replace it with a rolling cart that I could take around the studio with me instead of having it stuck in the corner. And then number 3 is the closet area. The priority is organizing the closet. I used to keep my printers in there, and then we recently did a printing area in the basement, so I managed to take all my printers out of there. So now I just use it for canvas storage and painting storage and stuff, but I kind of just threw stuff in there, and I think I could tidy it up a bit more. And then yeah, just tidy up the plants that are around, because some of them are not doing so good, and that's not my fault at all, because I've definitely been watering them. I can tell you that. I think that's it. So 3 main areas: the desk, cart, and then the closet. And that's pretty much all that makes up my studio anyway, because it's quite small. Do you see these bags? I don't know where to start. I feel really overwhelmed right now because also filming this feels like extra pressure. I think I just have to start. I feel like my desk is the worst place, so I'll start there. Let's go. This desk used to be a shelf unit that my partner built for me. Hang on, this is really loud. Yeah, so when we first met, God. My partner built this shelf unit for me when I was living downtown in my condo, and I needed like storage space for print paper and ink and all of that, and it's been moving with us throughout every house we've been to. So it's moved, I guess, 3 times now, and just recently I asked him to take off the middle shelf and turn that into a desk, so I still have the shelves on top, but I can use this as a desk instead of having a separate desk because the room is small, so I need more space for canvases and stuff like that. So that's what he did. Does anyone else always have like paper everywhere? Because I do. I started painting create and I forgot the A, so I wrote create. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you the shelves. I'm really like a trinket collector. I don't know why. I can't help it. It's just part of who I am. So I started putting them in this bowl. I don't like to have little stuff lying around, but I love little stuff, so I like to be able to have them if I want to near me. This is so embarrassing and ridiculous, but these are like little things I used to play with as a kid, and I don't know, random little things like these too. I just got it's handmade and like hand-dyed fabric, which I thought was really cool. It was at a little craft market, and then I just bought this on Etsy recently. Her name is Dolly, and she's adorable, and we love her. I don't know, I feel like just having these little things around inspires me and gives me a bit of a sense of comfort that I can't really explain. I don't know if it's like my inner child, it probably is. Box for my trinkets. And then I can access them whenever I want, but I don't have to like have them as cluttered. This was my first ceramic plate ever. Not bad. It's a little dirty, but it's going in the box. This was also the first mug that I made, and it has a little bear inside. I think this was a great solution. Feels so much better in here. I can breathe again. I put this little crochet purse on the wall that I made a while ago. I just don't like to use it as a purse because I don't want to ruin it, but I like the way it looks on the wall. It's like a little tapestry sort of thing. I do want to get a new office chair at some point, but I don't want to rush that process. I'm using a random IKEA chair at the moment that I bought for doing shows, but it's obviously not a desk chair and it's not very comfortable to sit in, so I would like to replace it. Also, have you guys seen those like table lamps where they cut pieces of fabric and put it on to like decorate? I feel this would be so cute with some little houses or something.
Several hours later.
I literally walked in here and I did this and I was like, oh my god. I got these at the thrift store. They're actually IKEA. They're literally so funny. They're like hooks, I think. I could be wrong. But they look like hooks to put your stuff on. And I always end up with my painting clothes lying around. So I'm like, how cute would it be to have these little chair hooks behind my door? And then I just put my apron and everything on there instead of on the floor. I rhymed. Like, I'm so obsessed. It's so cute. I wish they were colorful, but I guess I could probably paint them if I wanted to. So fun.
3 days later.
I did end up taking a trip to IKEA and got a new office chair because I was just in the spirit of making my studio good and wanting to spend a lot of time in it again, so that's what I did. And I also got this cute pillow. And I got this cart from IKEA. I like that it's wood similar to my desk, so it'll match, and I thought it just looked a bit more natural and kind of down to earth rather than the metal carts that I've seen. So I'm really happy with this find. I tried to find both of these on Marketplace secondhand, but I couldn't, so I just ended up going and buying them new. But always suggest buying secondhand if you can. And then I just got these thrifted baskets that I put in there. And then it was time to declutter this giant kitchen cart of a dump. So I started putting just like my essentials basically in this cart. You'll see, like, obviously this cart is much smaller than my other cart that's in the corner, so I did have to put some stuff in the closet, but I think this is good because I ended up not using half the stuff that was on here because I couldn't find anything and it was just such a mess. I already had this jute rug from IKEA, so I just put it in the corner here, which fit perfectly. I think Bella approved. Then it was time for the closet, which I was really not looking forward to, but the time had come. So I basically just took everything out and started over and figured out what's gonna go where. Sometimes you just gotta start with a blank slate, you know? So I decided decided to put some extra brushes and materials in here that wouldn't fit on the cart, and then some extra paints and palettes and canvases, and also these easels. And yeah, just like that, it was done. I really thought it was going to be more work than that, but it wasn't, so that's good. And then I put this cute little moon thing hanging above my door. I literally found this at the dollar store in the garden section, but something about it really spoke to me. Well guys, just like that, I have a clean and tidy studio. It's almost echoing in here, it's funny. I'm really excited to get back to painting, and I feel really good in this space. I feel like it's airy and it feels refreshed, and I feel like there's really something to say about when you clean your space, it just brings room for creativity. What is that saying? Like when you get rid of the clutter, you make space for new ideas. I don't know why I was doing that with my hands. I feel really cozy in here. I'm gonna give you a bit of a closer look as to what has changed in here. I love the way these little chair hooks look on the wall, and they are so perfect for putting my painting clothes on and away, and can just close the door, open the door actually, and it's like they're not even there. I put this corkboard here so I can pin all of my ideas and little things to remember onto, just like that. When I am in the process of figuring out my next collection, I spend a lot of time here drawing, and I like to put reference images here or anything that's inspiring me and just keep it there. And I used to just basically make a collage on the wall. Now I can put them right on my corkboard, which is great. I also made this adorable little tiny gallery here. Things that I thought it was kind of nice the way it continued out from the desk. Originally, I was painting a lot on this wall, but now that I've moved the cart, I'll be painting a lot on the other side of my studio, which I'll show you in a second. But I want to show you this up close. This is a little ceramic wall vase that I actually made myself at a pottery class recently, and I absolutely love it. And then I just have some photos, and I bought this from another artist at a recent show, and I really love that. I always wanted one of those Mexican hearts. I think they're awesome. And then yeah, just some more like plant shelves, and yeah, I feel like it just adds a little bit of character to that wall without making the space feel cluttered. The other thing I really wanted to show you is this little nightlight that I got. I bought this from the thrift store. I don't know, there was something about it, I think just the whimsy of it, felt like it was so cute and whimsical and just would add a nice touch of warm light. If ever I'm working late, I can just put that on. And there is actually a signature under here of, it says JP 06. I think it's so adorable and whimsical. The closet is also feeling so much better. It was really more of a dumping ground again before, but now it's a little more organized and easier to find stuff. I might add one more shelf here at some point, but for now this is working really well for me. And then last but not least is this area. I used to just have the cart here and it was not movable. Didn't realize how much I didn't like it until I got rid of it, and I actually gave it away on Marketplace to a girl who has a print screen studio. I felt good knowing that it was going to be put to good use. But yeah, this cart just will be such a game changer for me. I can bring it around with me in the studio, and it has my paint palette on top, like it fits perfectly on top here. And the way that I tend to paint is very much like I move around a lot. Like I don't tend to, that's also why actually I don't have an easel in here. I love to paint on the floor. I will put a drop sheet down and just paint like that, and it just works well for me, and I find it helps me loosen up. I just don't like to be stuck to one area. I'm really happy with this little purchase, and I think it'll help me also stay organized with just the essentials that I actually need rather than like throwing a bunch of stuff in there and then losing them and buying them again. I know we all do that. So yeah, this was definitely a great choice for me. And just for those who are concerned, I did take care of my plant that was not doing so good, and I put her in some water and now she's quite happy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this studio reset and found it inspiring and relaxing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!